Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mulyawati. Today, I want to present about my research, and the title of my research is Mathematics Self-Efficacy of Junior High School Students in Solving the Problem of Equation of Straight Line. First, I want to tell about introduction. Mathematics is one of the required subjects taught in schools and has important role in student success. Apart from the cognitive aspects, students have psychological aspects that are important role in student success, one of which is self-efficacy. Bandura on 1997 said that self-efficacy is individual belief in his or her ability to organize and carry out a series of actions to achieve specified results. Self-efficacy is about how well a person believes they can complete a given task. Research shows that individuals with high self-efficacy beliefs show great effort to complete a job, don't give up easily when faced with negative things. They are persistent and patient. A statement from Yildiz et al. In 2019. Pajares and Miller in 1994 said that self-efficacy beliefs have a greater influence in determining future attitudes in a person than past experiences. Even if a student has negative past experience in mathematics, if the self-efficacy is high, they are more likely to show positive attitudes in subjects that reflect past experiences. Several studies have shown that participants with high self-efficacy active in competition, whereas almost all participants with low self-efficacy appear to be deliberately avoiding competition. A statement from Bell in 2020. Meanwhile, from a study in Euation found that level of mathematics self-efficacy on average for grade 10 high school students is moderate. Many students have great potential but lack confidence so that this potential is not optimally channeled in learning. This means that most of them have not fully believed in their abilities. A statement from Putri and Prabhawanto in 2019. So based on studies above, it shows that some of the mathematics self-efficacy that students have is different. Students have high, medium, and low mathematics self-efficacy. The differences in mathematics self-efficacy that students have affect their learning outcomes. But the fundamental question is whether the case of differences in mathematics self-efficacy also applies to students in grade 8 in solving the problems, especially about the equation of straight line. This is what underlies this research. And about the methods, this study employed a qualitative research method using case study design. The subjects in the study are 6 students of class 8 in a junior high school in Tanjung Jabung, Jambi, who had studied the question of straight line in their school. All subjects were given a questionnaire on a mathematics self-efficacy scale and a written test in the form of an essay consisting of a question about the equation of straight line. The questionnaire of the mathematical self-efficacy scale was used to determine the level of mathematical self-efficacy of students. There are high, medium, and low. The self-efficacy indicators used according to Bandura include 3 dimensions. There are magnitude, generality, and strength. While the written test in the form of a question about the equation of straight line is used to see how the subjects solve the problem. Then the answer will be analyzed related to the mathematics self-efficacy of students. And the self-efficacy questionnaire used is based on the 3-dimensional self-efficacy proposed by Bandura, Hoban, Saslan, Drain, in Wongsri, Canwell, and Sher in Bandura in 2017. We can solve indicators from this table. Okay, next, about the result and discussion. In this study, 6 students were asked to do an online self-efficacy questionnaire to determine the level of students' mathematical self-efficacy. It was obtained through the results of a questionnaire presented on Google Form. Students are asked to fill out a self-efficacy questionnaire using their smartphone. We can see from this picture, we can ask, students can read the statement contained in the questionnaire. And the questionnaire consists of 10 positive statements and 10 negative statements. Likert scale figures compact reasonable choices, namely SS is strongly agree, S is agree, TS is disagree, and SDS is strongly disagree. And option N or neutral is not used in order to lead students to take sides. It just has a different score. We can see its score from this table. To categorize the level of student self-efficacy adapted from Saudi Arabia in 2012 and adjusted to the self-efficacy grade according to Hendriana et al. In 2017, which is presented in the following table. And from the results of the student self-efficacy questionnaire analysis, we had that 2 students had a high level of self-efficacy. There are ST1 and ST2, and 2 students had a medium level of self-efficacy. There are SS1 and SS2, and 2 students had a low level of self-efficacy. There are SR1 and SR2. You can see about the score on this table. Okay, next, after the students finished fill out the questionnaire, then 6 students were asked to work on the question of straight line problem. This is the problem of the question of straight line. And then this is the student answer sheet. This is the ST1 answer sheet. From this answer, we can see that ST1 has understood the problem well and understand the purpose of the question. This can also be seen from the answer he wrote in sequential and clear steps, resulting in the answer requested. This shows that ST1 is competent and capable of working on the questions given. And ST2 answer sheet also the same with ST1. You can see from his answer. And this is SS1 answer sheet. From this answer, it can be seen that SS1 already understand the problem well and understand the purpose of the question, but she had experienced difficulty solving the question. So the answer that she had working on is not complete. It shows that SS1 is still not sure about the answer it is working on. And it's also happened on SS2. You can see from this answer sheet, SS2 already understand the problem and understand the purpose of the question, but the answer from the question is still incomplete. This is possible because SS2 is in a hurry to do the problem. And this is SR1 answer sheet and SR2 answer sheet. SR2 already understand the problem and understand the purpose of the question, but the steps are still incomplete. Maybe because SR1 is working in a hurry. Exam with SR2, we can see from the answer sheet. So the conclusion from the student problem solving, it can be seen that students with high self-efficacy understand the question well and understand the intent and purpose of the question given. They solve the problem completely. The steps are sequential and clear. It means that they are confident in their ability. And students with medium self-efficacy maybe already understand the questions given, but the questions given are still incomplete. This could be because the student is still not sure what they are doing. And students with low self-efficacy can also understand the questions given, but have problem in solving the question. This can be seen from the incomplete steps of the solution in some parts that were not written in solving the problems. And this is maybe because the student is still confused and unsure about what they're doing in the question given. Okay, thank you for your attention. I think it's already finished.